Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Connor, and today I'm going to be going over what I learned from spending $10,000 on online courses. Let's get right into it. Alright, so what got me into online courses, purchasing them, and ultimately what got me hooked? Okay, so my first course that I purchased was an SMMA course, Social Media Marketing. It was a digital marketing course, and that course was actually pretty good. I don't really want to say any of the names of these courses because some of them were absolute bullshit. Some of them were totally terrible. Some of them were just like mentorship, but just all online courses and programs. Some were good, some were bad, but I don't want to say any names right now. But the first one was a social media marketing course. I learned a lot from it, actually. That was my first course that I had purchased. It ran me about $500, and to me, I hadn't really heard of this whole like online course business that's going on. I hadn't really heard of like all the information you can get online through these gurus that put together these courses and market them out. And some of them make a full-time income off of that, and some of them are actually legit and they make a lot of money on the side, and this is just an extra stream to help people out because some people actually do have a passion for it. But a lot of the courses that I took, these guys were not passionate about what they did. These guys were not these guys were just looking for money. These guys were trying to make courses their full-time income stream instead of actually doing the work. There's a quote, it goes, "Those who can't do teach," and these guys were just teaching because they couldn't do. But I will say the first course that I took was actually pretty good. I learned a lot from it. I made some money off of it. I believe in the second week I made $500. And so I made my money back in 2 weeks. So I was pretty happy with that. I realized, like, damn, this wasn't a scam. This was something that I really want to get into. And from there, I had some holes that I wanted to plug in my business model. There were a few things that they didn't fully cover, and I just really wanted to learn more about it. So then I purchased another course, and another course, and another course, and another course. And before I knew it, I had spent 5 figures on online courses. Okay, and that's not to say it was a bad thing. I don't want you guys to get the whole idea that I would go back in time and just like regret all of it. I think it's very smart, and one of the biggest things that I learned from it was you really have to look at it as the perspective is not an get rich quick scheme. Like a lot of these guys say, in 90 days you're gonna make 10K a month no matter what, and then here's some testimonials and these guys did it, so it's gonna work for you 100%. I want you guys to change that mindset a little bit. I want you to change that mindset. I want you to turn it around and go, the average income of someone who went to school for 4 years is $55,000 in the US. So instead of looking at it as I need to make that money back in 90 days, I need to be making 10K a month in 90 days, I want you guys to look at it as, is this valuable? Am I really going to use this? And I want you guys to see, like, instead of a few months, what if it takes you a year? What if it takes you 2 years? Okay? And pretty much any of these courses, even the ones that weren't that good, if you put a year or two into them, you're going to be making more than 55K a year. Okay, so what I noticed is these guys are over-promising, but I feel like there's still a lot of value to it in the first place. So I encourage you, the next time you see an ad or you're just looking at online courses or you're figuring out what you want to get into, don't just look at the money that's being made in it. Don't always look at that. That definitely is an important thing. I really care about money. I work hard for money. Okay, I'm not gonna be one of those guys that's like, I just have a passion for doing this, and they're fucking broke. But money can't be the number one thing, because then you don't focus on getting good results. And the formula is, get good results for clients, put them first, and once you're adding value to people's lives, the money comes with that. So look at it like that. Okay, don't look at it as, I do the work, I get money. I do the work to provide a lot of value to these people, and then I get the money. I do better than anyone else that's offering this service, and then I get a lot of money. That's how it really works. And I really want you guys to really change your paradigm towards that. So what I just said was, I want you guys to look at something that you're actually passionate about. If you're interested in digital marketing, people say it's a scam, people say it's legit, people say I made $1 million this year off of it. Some people say I tried it for a few months and I made $0. Okay? But I can tell you right now, in social media marketing, that first course that I took that was $500, I made that money back in 2 weeks. And I wasn't that smart. I hadn't done any online stuff before at all. Nothing. What I was doing at the time was I was selling OG usernames on Instagram, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, even for Xbox, for PS4, these OG usernames. So if you just wanted your name, so for example, Connor, I could usually get that for you most of the time. If you wanted like Dylan or whatever your name is, I can get that for you most of the time. If you just wanted something cool like Alpha for like Instagram, you just wanted your name to be ALPHA, then I could usually do that for you. And so I was providing value to people, but not enough value in the marketplace to make a lot of money. So making money, like, I'm gonna be honest, I was probably making like $1,000 a month after that. And to some of you, that's like, to me, that was horrible. And I wasn't happy with that. So I pretty much gave that up and said, like, I'm gonna commit 100% focus on this next course. So I didn't have any experience. I never had to get on phone calls with people. I never had to run Facebook ads. I never had to do any of that. Okay? And right away, I was making money in the second week. Second week, I had made my money back, like I said. And so that's just to say that these online courses aren't all scams. And I want you to really realize that people that tell you not to get online courses because all the value can be found online, all the information can be found online, these people don't understand that. If they don't understand the time, you probably never heard this from anyone before, but like, you can find all the tools to build a house, but does that mean you're going to build your own house? No, you're going to purchase it because it's a lot more time efficient. And so are these courses for the most part. Because these guys, most of the time, if you really do your research, and it's not just an impulse decision, I never encourage you to see an ad for a course and never do research on the person and just buy it. Just because you like the webinar, just because you like the funnel, just because you see the testimonials and stuff. I want you to do research on the person. Look at their Instagram, look at their life, Google them. Are they actually on Forbes? These guys say that they're on all these articles, and then you look them up and they're not. And so I have a program, and some of my credibility came from being featured on ABC, NBC, and Fox News. People like that. If someone doesn't know if I'm legit, I show them some of my personal numbers, and I actually go into my back end and show them my numbers, and then I can show them the article, and it just adds to my credibility. But a lot of these guys don't have any credibility. Some of these guys I've even seen before have never done any of this stuff before. They took a course, they didn't want to take any action from that, and then they built a course with that information. Look at if they've done it before. Do your research on the person. Okay? So my overall opinion is that online courses are good. Like, they're worth it most of the time, and you can really get value from it. But next time you're considering getting a course, or you're looking at them, you're comparing them, figure out what you're passionate about and what you want to do. Because a lot of these courses give you the tools, but you can't always, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Some people just don't like taking action. Some people may tell you that a course is really, really bad, and I've heard that about a course before. One of the best ones I took, I had asked someone, I said, is this course good? He had taken it, and he's like, nah, like, I didn't make any money off of it. I struggled a lot, and I actually had to find another mentor, another course. And I was like, But I did my research on a person. I thought that they had a lot of value. I thought that they had done pretty well for themselves, and I thought that they really knew what they would be talking about. So I spent the money. That course right there was $2,000. I spent $2,000 on that course. I really took a jump. I really took a risk, but in the end, it was worth it. I made a lot of money off of that. Like, I made 5 figures off of that course. So I spent 4 figures, got 5 figures back, and I'm still getting money from it. I'm still moving forward. I'm still taking on online courses today. And so my program right now, I'm not trying to sell you at all. If you're interested in it, message me. If you're not, feel free to just get value off this channel, value from me. Just send me a message on Instagram. Like, I'm going to answer you. I'm not going to bite. A lot of people are like nervous for some reason when they message me and they say, oh, like, I didn't expect you to answer. Like, I don't have an assistant. I manage my Instagram. I do it all myself. So my Instagram is @Drape, @RDAPE. Feel free to message me. Feel free to talk to me. Just whatever you need, I'm here. All right? And so like I said, when you're looking at online courses and you're figuring out what you want to do research on the person, figure out if you're passionate about it, and figure out if you're devoted to it. Those 3 things are kind of going to be the keys and the signs that you're going to end up being successful with that course or program. Okay? And so, thanks for watching this video. I always want you guys to get value from it. But please, please, please don't go out and buy the first course that you find, and don't do that. Don't do that. Do research on it. Figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you're passionate about. And like I said in the title, I've spent $10,000 on courses, and I would say I definitely got my value out of them overall.